get down to the BetMGM Sports Lounge inside the MGM Grand Detroit. They're ready to take your real money wagers on all of the action, so you can stop by anytime and place your bets in the live betting window or one of the easy-to-use self-service kiosks. Like I mentioned, all these sports coming back. This is awesome. You have a full betting menu 7 days a week. Doesn't matter you live great sports like we do. You can just maybe want to place a wager on your favorite teams. There's no better place in Michigan to do so than the BetMGM Sports Lounge inside the MGM Grand Detroit. They're ready to take the single game bets, parlays, props, so much more to be had. It's great. Don't go out to Vegas. Head downtown. You can stop by the betting window or self-service kiosk anytime to get a piece of the action and get ready to believe in your game again at the BetMGM Sports Lounge at MGM Grand Detroit, which must be 21 or older.
Donald Trump says we're not safe in Biden's America, but we're living in Trump's America now. And 200,000 Americans have died from the virus that he lied about.
The simple truth is, Donald Trump failed to protect America. So now, he's trying to scare America. Mr. Trump, want to talk about fear? You know, people are afraid they're going to get COVID. They're afraid they're going to get sick and die. And that is in no small part because of you.
Joe Biden will protect the American people, putting our safety above all else.
I want a safe America. Safe from COVID. Safe from crime and looting. Safe from racially motivated violence. And I promise you this, we will do better. There's not a single thing beyond our capacity when we decide to do it together. I'm Joe Biden, candidate for president, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Biden for president.
For the ones working tirelessly to keep their coworkers safe. For the ones rising to new challenges. For the ones rebuilding stronger than before. Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry. Free access to product specialists, safety recovery guides, and 24/7 support. It's part of our commitment to help you adapt and recover in these challenging times. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Fall is a season that's a little in the middle. It's sort of the best of two seasons. It's no longer a sweaty summer, but the winter chill is still around the corner. That's the perfect time to feed and seed your lawn with Scott's Turf Builder. Even better than spring, because the soil is still warm, but the air is getting cool. So your lawn gets the most nutrients in the best combination of temperatures. Feed and seed now with Scott's Turf Builder. Build the best lawn for every season. Scott's. It's good out here.
Here's how we lawn for Skechers Arch Fit shoes. If you've never tried Arch Fit shoes from Skechers, you're missing out on next level comfort. Saying you like comfort but not trying Arch Fit is like saying you like a TV but you've never tried pasta. Skechers teamed up with podiatrists who used over 20 years of data to create a shoe that provides total foot and arch support for all-day comfort. Arch Fit distributes support across the arch no matter what foot type you have. You don't need an arch problem to love how they feel. See all the styles of machine washable Arch Fit shoes now at Skechers.com.
From muscle pain, body aches, to strains, Blue Emu Maximum Arthritis. It works fast and you won't stink. Its unique formula with emu oil penetrates deep to relieve arthritis pain, sore muscles, joints, and more.
Buddy's Pizza, 74 years as the original Detroit-style pizza. 15 metro locations open for curbside carryout, 90-day delivery via DoorDash. Order your Buddy's Pizza online at buddyspizza.com or with our new mobile app. We're hiring for all positions and all locations. Visit buddyspizza.com to apply.
97 on the ticket and CBS Sports Radio 1270. Your homes for the NFL on Westwood One. The Baltimore Ravens host the Kansas City Chiefs. Monday Night Football. Pregame at 7 on 97.1. The ticket.
He's able to get out of the pocket. He's able to extend those plays and then find his receiver, Tom Fitzgerald, and get that ball in the air. His arm, his quickness on two pieces, his arm accuracy and strength is outstanding. So now he's got that threat to put the ball down the field. I'm very interested in watching
against Washington, I mean, maybe the belief is they'll get it right. And if and when they do get it right, they'll really roll offensively. But 50, I'll go ahead and take the under on that. Not that I think the Lions defense is great, but 50's scoring darn near every possession. And I just don't see that happening. Text coming in, Dean from St. Clair. Kenny Galladay is the kind of player you hope to find in every draft. Still on a rookie deal and entering his prime. Homegrown talent. Why would you trade him away? Well, I wouldn't, but it's to jumpstart a rebuild. Get some draft capital back. I mean, the guy who called, he made a great argument for why Baltimore would give up a late first rounder. All the people saying we should sign Kenny Galladay are the same people saying keep Stafford these past few years. No way do you pay Galladay $20 million. Terry and Hal, what does going to Illinois have to do? He's been in the NFL. Oh, Terry has it. Oh, Terry knows that. He hasn't played in this state. Rick Morris. Promotion. What about Carl Houston? Not being for the seasons like Penn State. Just traded out since we see the Bears. That's massive draft capital. Another one here about the mask thing for high school sports because we're asking how it's going, and we heard from a guy who worked at a school and people, parents saying it's going just fine. You have to wear a mask while working out in the gym. What does that ticket texter want for gym? I don't know, man. I mean, look, I haven't read anything that tells me that my kids shouldn't be wearing a mask when they're playing sports. I've read stuff that said some people may struggle breathing, and that makes sense. I get it. And if that's the case, you probably have to limit your activity, maybe limit your playing time, but I'm just saying that our kids have played, and while they're a bit of a nuisance and they don't feel great, they've survived. All right, let's get to some NFL predictions. This is for the Lions. From all around the NFL. We start with Sports Illustrated. These are who's going to win the game straight up. Lions and Cardinals. Mitch Goldrich, Sports Illustrated, Cardinals. Jenny Brentis, Sports Illustrated, Cardinals. Gary Gramley, Sports Illustrated, Cardinals. Connor Orr, Sports Illustrated, Cardinals. Andrew Brandt, Sports Illustrated, Cardinals. Albert Breer, Sports Illustrated, Lions. There's one. From Pro Football Talk, Michael Davis Smith writes, the Cardinals offense looks fresh and exciting, and the Lions defense looks stale. Time for the league kind of overall as a very big game. Michael David Smith's pick, Cardinals 35, Lions. Like Florio's pick, the Lions won't have to worry about blowing another double-digit lead this week. Cardinals 31, Lions 20. This is from CBS. Will Brinson, based mostly on the incredible play of Kyler Murray through the first 2 weeks of the season, this game for the Lions has gone from winnable to challenging in a hurry. Detroit's defense doesn't have enough to slow down Arizona, which would put Matthew Stafford in more bad spots. Cardinals 41, Lions 20. Another one here, Greg Rosenthal, NFL.com. It's not a surprise the Lions defense is struggling under Matt Patricia. That's what they've done for 3 years. And injuries don't help. Even the fact that the 3 overall pick, Jake McKinney, doesn't have playing for playing time. USA Today has an analysis of teams that are playing man coverage and how it's worked out for them. This is from Doug Farrar, and he highlights a few teams that are playing it today. One of them is the Lions. It's a really interesting story. Lions man coverage, when they're in man coverage, opposing quarterbacks are 28 for 48, which isn't a phenomenal percentage. 28 for 48 for 356 yards, 5 touchdowns, and no interception. The Lions have played more man coverage than any other team this season. But those numbers are the worst numbers in man coverage. So they've played it more, and they are the least effective team in man coverage. Now, last season, the Lions played man 54% of their defensive snaps per Sports Info Solutions. The only other team that was at 54% was New England Patriots. Shocker, huh? So, when Patriots played cover 0, cover 1, or 2-man coverage, not to mention combo man, zone schemes, the Patriots allowed 10 touchdowns and picked off 18 passes, and gave up a completion rate of 49.8 and an opponent QBR of 54.06. So 10 touchdowns, 18 picks, less than 50% completion percentage, opponent QBR 54.06. Lions, when they did the same coverages, Lions gave up 23 touchdowns with 4 picks. So the Patriots, 10 touchdowns, 18 picks. Lions, 23 touchdowns, 4 picks. Completion percentage against the Patriots in man schemes, 49.8. The Lions, 55.9. Patriots, opponent against man schemes last year, 54.06. Lions, opponent quarterback QBR, 98.7. I mean, I guess you got to have a theory. You got to be able to stick to your guns. You do what works for you. But it must be, I mean, do you question, hey, we can't do this? I feel like, help us, Corey Unlin, you're our only hope. Little video coming out of the droid. Corey Unlin's new defensive coordinator. He wouldn't have come here under the idea that he doesn't believe in what Patricia's defensive schemes are, but he's in charge of the defense. He's the one that makes the calls. He said earlier in the week when it came to defending Kyler Murray, he said something interesting. That I gotta come up with a scheme that can slow this team down on all 3 levels. Meaning the defensive line, the linebackers, and the secondary. I started by saying we gotta, and then he said I gotta. Okay. Is Unlin gonna take a little more command? Is Corey Unlin gonna have more say? Kind of keep waiting to see more from this defense, because it's been brutal. It's been a tough watch, and it's the same thing week after week after week. And I know we're only 2 weeks into this season, but we saw it last year. It actually started out the year pretty good. They had opponent quarterbacks who were struggling against them, but as the year went on, that ended. And the most confounding thing ever, I gotta tell you, the happiest guy with the Detroit Lions and Matt Patricia's gotta be Mitchell Trubisky. He's gotta love playing Detroit. Did it in week 1, did it twice last year. Those numbers are shocking. They run man more than anybody in the league, and they have been the worst pass defense in man coverage out of anybody in the league. And those numbers from last year, Detroit and New England play the same percentage of man coverage, and the results shockingly different. New England's very good, Detroit not so much. But it's their scheme, they believe in it. I don't know if they know anything else. I'm sure we've all worked for bosses that have had their thing. They're stubborn and just follow their game plan. because that's what they know. I don't know if you ever heard us talk about Bigby, who came in here for a while, ran a station. And after a while, Gator nearly will just do what he says. All right, here we go. Matthew Stafford and Kenny Galladay for Deshaun Watson in the first rounder. That's from Charlie in St. Louis. First contract quarterback. He still has first contract. I don't think the money will work out. I don't think it'll come anywhere close. I'd call John Elway. He's desperate. You can have Kenny G and Stafford for Jerry Jeudy. I don't think you do that either. Again, you're talking about money. A receiver you got to re-sign and an expensive quarterback. They got a rookie quarterback right now. I don't think you can get that done. Michael in Farmington Hills. The Cards don't need to score every possession. They will score on a couple of the Lions' possessions. So you think they're going to get to 50, huh, Michael? All right, we don't bet, but if we did, these would be the games that we would play. All right, we'll start with college games. Gator sent his picks over. We have none of the same games. I will start with my car house lock of the week. All that was lost at LSU. I think LSU is going to struggle out of the gate. I think they'll be good, but I think they've got quite a bit of making up to do, and they are a big favorite for their opener against Mississippi State. Mississippi State is debuting a quarterback as well. He's a transfer, and he played a lot at Stanford, and KJ Costello. I'm going to take Mississippi State plus 17 against LSU as my car house lock of the week. Gator has got Pittsburgh -3 against Louisville. He's going to take the Fighting Narducci's. I'll go to West Virginia. Oklahoma State's problems have been centered around keeping quarterbacks healthy. West Virginia is getting 6.5 on the road, taking on Okie State. I'll take the Mountaineers plus the points. Gators going to Bama, also breaking in a new quarterback. They're playing Missouri. Bama, a 28-point favorite. They'll take Bama to get the cover there. And finally, in the Saturday night affair, I can't believe how bad Florida State is. Miami coming off a huge win at Louisville. I think Miami gets the win and wins big against a bad FSU team. I'll take Miami minus the 11. And Gators final college pick. Texas is a 17.5-point favorite, taking on Texas Tech. He'll take the Longhorns to cover the 17.5. Let's shift gears to the NFL. All right, so we actually have two of the same picks. I will start with these. We both like Atlanta -3 playing host to Chicago. This is a wounded, cornered, angry dog in the Atlanta Falcons, but they're a 3-point favorite against the 2-0 Chicago Bears. We both have Atlanta to get the cover, -3. We both also have the Packers on the road taking on Drew Brees and the Saints. Saints there are a 3-point favorite. We both like the Packers plus the 3, and for Gator, it's the shoot the boot lock of the week. Packers plus 3 taking on the Saints. My final pro game, team I picked to go to the Super Bowl, Seattle playing host to Dallas. Seattle is laying 5. I think they win and win big, get the cover. Gators' final pro game is the Vegas Raiders and New England Patriots. The total on that game, 46.5. Gator will take the over 46.5. So recapping, I got Mississippi State plus 17 against LSU. That's the lock. West Virginia plus 6.5 against Oklahoma State. Miami -11 against Florida State. My pro picks, Atlanta -3 against Chicago. Seattle -5 against Dallas. Green Bay +3 against New Orleans. Gators picks, it's got Pittsburgh -3 against Louisville. Bama -28 against Missouri. Texas -17.5 against Texas Tech. Vegas Raiders, New England, the over, 46.5. Atlanta -3 against the Bears. Packers +3 against the Saints. His shoot the boot lock of the week. We're both crushing it in the college game. I am for it. then a cop right in front of me, and I didn't have my earphones in. I was scrambling. No. What about Wyandotte? No. She set me up for some emergency job in Wolverine Lake. Now I'm heading to Birmingham. I was, but it was about an hour ago. They said this was rush. I had to run up to Wolverine Lake. All right, bye.
Pat Milliken Ford, over 60 years of the experience you deserve.
Did you know there's more than one Las Vegas? There's the Strip with families on vacation and questionable odds. Then there's downtown Vegas, the original gambling and entertainment mecca. That's where you'll find the D Las Vegas. Book your stay at thed.com. The D Las Vegas, your home for Detroit sports in Vegas.
This is Andrew Bogish with a Radio.com Sports Minute. Nothing was easy about this baseball season. Each team had its own issues navigating this COVID-19 summer. The Marlins probably had the craziest journey, playing for a while without more than half of their regular roster. Their schedule was almost overwhelmed by doubleheaders to make up the games they couldn't play. But that was kind of their fault. So let's give the Blue Jays some love. They were basically homeless. Anna said they couldn't play in Toronto. Plans to share another big league park were scuttled. So they spent half their summer in their AAA stadium in Buffalo, which means they were never home. Young stud shortstop Bo Bichette was out. Their closer Ken Giles is out. And yet the Jays clinched their first playoff spot since 2016 last night with 3 days to spare. I've always liked manager Charlie Montoya. He made me look smart this summer. I'm Andrew Bogish.
Texting enrolls you into reoccurring automated text messages. Message and data rates may apply.
Come on, one more round. You got this. There it is. Nice work. You're a beast.
Thanks, man. I feel better than I have in years. And I gotta tell you, taking Nugenics makes a huge difference for me.
Nugenics? That's the testosterone booster with TV ads with Frank Thomas. The big hurt, right?
Oh yeah, the patented key ingredient is Testafit, which helps boost free testosterone levels and increase lean muscle mass.
Well, it's clearly working for you. Hey, are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try for themselves?
Yeah, Nugenics is a great way to increase lean muscle and feel stronger with more energy and endurance.
See, I need to get a complimentary bottle of Nugenics.
No problem, you just gotta send them a text. Text Sept to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenics, the #1 selling free testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of new Nugenics Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help get you back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text BICEP to 42424. That's Sept to 42424.
Hello, I'm Joe Cordell of the domestic litigation firm Cordell & Cordell. Here are a few quick divorce tips that we provide our clients. Number 1, don't move out of your house just because your wife tells you to. Remember, that's your house too. And number 2, don't blow through the financial statements that you file with the court. These are key exhibits and they often make or break your case. And number 3, watch the social networking. Expect your wife's lawyer to do a thorough online search. And incidentally, this is a two-way street. Now, bonus tip. Partner with your attorney in assembling evidence. You're one of the 2 leading experts on your life and marriage. Your attorney needs your input to achieve your goals. And finally, talk to your attorney before taking action. Goodbye.
Contact Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Detroit area attorneys on Putnam and Kincala, 248-825-8080. Online at CordellCordell.com. That's CordellCordell.com. Offices in Troy and Ann Arbor.
Jay Farner here, CEO of Rocket Mortgage. Making the right financial decisions has never been more important. When you turn to Rocket Mortgage, we can help guide you to those right decisions now when they matter most. Mortgage rates are near historic lows, so now is a great time to call 8338-ROCKET. And if you need some extra money, a cash-out refinance could give you that financial boost you're looking for. Call today at 8338-ROCKET or go to rocketmortgage.com to learn more.
Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. And MLS number 3030.
The only way you can take 97.1 The Ticket with you is the radio.com app. Download it today and listen to us anytime, anywhere.
years that hasn't been the division that they play, that's got to be a positional game. Because you play your 6 games against your division opponent, play 4 more against an NFC conference, 4 more against an AFC conference, that takes you to 14, and then you play 2 on last place, if you're a last place team, you play 2 other last place teams. You have a little bit easier schedule when you finish in last, but they just, every year they played Arizona. I think I saw 8 of the last 9 years they've played Arizona, and they've played them 3 years in a row there. Really weird how that works out, but yes, they're accustomed to making this trip, and it seems like they should do better. Should do better than they do in these games against the Cardinals. All right, so we were asking a question earlier about a few things, and the voting is just about done. First of all, this one is done. Same Old Lions includes that game in which they rise up and get an impressive win out of nowhere. Is this Sunday that game? Do they get this win? Is this the Same Old Lions win? 22.7% say that yes, Same Old Lions means surprise W. 77.3% say not this week. I think they're going to 0-3. Other polls that have gone final now. Kenny Golladay, you deal him for draft picks or sign him to a contract, over 1,300 votes. 55.8% say sign him to a contract, 44.2% deal him for draft picks. Get some comments on that in a minute. And finally, and this one to me is fascinating, which Detroit first-round pick will be the best when it's all said and done? Okudah, Mize, Sider, or Dumboye? Okudah, 9.4%. Dumboye, 11%. Sider, 24.5%. Mize, 55.1%. So people still have faith in Casey Mize, a lot of faith in Casey Mize. Not a lot of faith here in Jeffrey Okudah. Here are some of the responses that come in. From ST Doyle, I'm on Team Jeff. From Jason Hall, it's Mize. Talent will overcome Avila and the rest of the front office. Sekou will develop and go elsewhere. Okudah will be forever lionized. I think Sider was a reach to begin with. Steve Orn tweets us, I pick Mize because I believe he's a true ace, but Sekou is going to be a big-time player, still a legit kid in that league. The Lions will fully ruin poor Okudah by week 9. Jay Jordan, Mize because who's teaching? Lions can't, Pistons can't, Red Wings is a question mark. From Kevin Richards, everyone is sleeping on Sider. Early returns in the AHL have been overwhelmingly positive. From The Nuts on Twitter, just because Okudah and Mize can play doesn't mean they were good picks. From Jeremy Howard, I voted Sider strictly based on my trust for that organization, or just plain distrust of the other 3. From PRM, sleep on young Sekou, fellas. From Michael Schloop, it's pretty tough to choose between Jeff and Sekou. From Pat Bruno on Twitter, Mo Sider has more predictable upside. His bio and style of play reads a lot like number 5. No pressure on the kid, but it could be that rock on defense for a long time. From Wheezy, Sekou is going to be a star. Youngest kid in the NBA, and his game is only going to get better. And earlier in the program, we were talking about streaming games. Harry Wolozek tweets us, I live in South Florida and graduated many moons ago, but live streamed my high school's GC's opener last Friday night. It was great to see the field, the surrounding neighborhood, and the same announcer I had back in the day. Hashtag Cougars class of 90. Yeah, I mean, it's, if nothing else, the streaming of high school games, it's kind of cool that's come out of this. You know, the high school season continues tonight, and we've had a lot of people be able to attend the games. So the games are getting streamed, and that's great. It allows the grandparents and the
Okay. Yeah. Nick just called me about it. He called me about something like that. He said that he must have gave it to somebody else. I have no idea. He just said that she said that Christine talked to you about Wyandotte. I said, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm heading to Birmingham right now. There was one you said you needed after pictures. Okay, yep, that's where I'm heading. All right. Hey. Did you check those brick pictures? The Wolverine Lake. All right. Well, I put them all in there. Okay. Bye.
That's a loser.
Well, it's not a winner.
It's not a winner, so therefore, you didn't win. We start at 0.
Okay.
So he's in there pleading his case right now, saying, well, you're a man of God. What about grace? No, you're asking for a gift. That's not grace. That's a gift. There's a difference.
So how did this? I will admit, I heard some raised voices.
Yes, that was us.
Okay. I'm just going to say something. I'm going to say this. You don't have to participate. I'm just going to say this. I sympathize. I sympathize. Because in my lifetime, and now it's been maybe about, roughly a bunch of years. But Kenny, I've had these conversations with Rico. He is, again, I'm not talking to you. He's the most frustrating guy I've ever to argue with. I hated arguing with Rico. I hated arguing with Rico.
Why was that, Doug? Because you never won?
Well, I thought I won, but nobody else in the room would think I won. Because I would come in with all these points, and you'd make them laugh and roast me, and everyone would declare you the winner. And I'm like, you didn't make a point.
And still champion.
People would still, yeah. So, Kenny, I feel for you, brother. What do you guys got planned coming up next?
A little bit of everything, Doug. I mean, college football, Pac-12 is coming back, but does it really mean anything? It's coming back so late. Plus, Lions, Cardinals. Is this same old Lions? Are you crossing your fingers hoping for same old Lions? Because if you are, I got some stats for you that's probably going to depress you.
Now, by same old Lions, do you mean they rise up and get a win, or they just
against teams that they shouldn't be? Yeah, same old Lions. That's what we're hoping for now. Well, can you guys just go out there and win a game you're not supposed to? See me next week against New Orleans.
That's the one. That's the same old Lions.
This
isn't it.
There's nothing about this game that they should like. This may be